All right, boys, I think it's prediction time to wrap up this episode. Before I get to your guys' predictions, our fearless leader, Baron Zeroni, wanted to send us a video giving his prediction. So I'm going to share that video now, and let's hear what he had to say.
Okay, I'm going to try not to get hit in the face with elm seeds, so here it goes. This is my prediction video because I'm not on the episode today. So let's talk about this briefly. The two teams matching up are going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Colorado Avalanche. Now, if you're in the West, you might be cheering for Colorado. If you're in the East, you might be cheering for Tampa as they have a chance to do something historic. I think the winner of this is going to be the Tampa Bay Lightning, and I'm going to tell you quickly why. One, Tampa Bay has better goaltending. Goaltending has always been an issue for the Colorado Avalanche, and even though they thought they fixed it this year, it really hasn't been. Two, I'm going to say the defense is actually better in Tampa. I know Cale Makar is an elite level defenseman, and he's doing things other defensemen haven't, but I know what Hedman can do, and honestly, the best defenseman I've ever seen in my life live is Victor Hedman, and I just have a feeling that he can do it again. And three, even though I know Colorado has the offensive punch, I think it's actually going to be a little bit of the other way around here, whereas they've had to work a little bit harder to get their goals in Tampa, and I think because of that, this is their chance to actually push beyond those things. So for those three reasons, and if you want to throw in a fourth reason, because I think Corey Perry is going to finally break his streak of being in the losing team, and if he's not, then that's great too, because man, that guy can like take a team to the final. That should get you signed no matter what. So I'm going to say Tampa, and to make it juicy, I'm going to say in 5.
There you go, Tampa 5.
I'm surprised he wasn't just bashing me. He's like, "Oh, Sanjay's on this episode."
When you said you were sending me the video, I really expected something like that. So I was surprised it was like a legitimate prediction.
Hats on him. He's so professional. I would not have done the same.
Well, now and then he can put on his suit and tie and act professionally. Once in a year or so.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go to you, Sanjay. What are your predictions for this series?
This kind of reminds me a bit of the 80s where the Islanders, had won numerous Stanley Cups, and the Oilers were like the young, hot team with all their firepower, and it didn't go so well for Edmonton. So, as much as I'm cheering for Colorado, I think that they might learn a lesson here and they'll be back. But I've always bet against Tampa, or said like Tampa's not going to win every series, except against the Leafs. I did say they would win in 7. So
you bastard, the one time.
I think Tampa wins this in 6. That's what my brain is saying, but my heart is saying Colorado has never lost to Stanley Cup Finals. Joe Sakic is the greatest captain of all time, and he's going to give terrific speeches to the Avs. He's going to get them pumped up, and Colorado's going to win that in 7. So brain, Tampa in 6, heart, Colorado in 7.
Great. What a ripoff. I picked both Colorado and Tampa.
Okay, fine. Now if you want, okay, wrong. Fine. Okay, you know what? Okay, fine. You know what? Screw the brain. I'm just going for my heart. Okay, I'm a guy that goes with my gut. Forget everything I said. Okay, you want to make me make a prediction? Fine. All right, no copping out. Colorado in 7.
Colorado in 7. All right, Adam, what do you think?
Well, Baron said everything I was thinking. Like,
you guys have been together on this pod for too long.
Oiler fans just like have the one brain. Like, okay, well,
like you mentioned Hedman. Like, I think Hedman is
he is incredible. Yeah.
This goaltending, like if it's coming down to goaltending, Tampa the whole way. And they have a number of guys that have been there and done it and can do it again. And that includes Perry, even though he's choked over the last 2 years. And, they have the NHL's golden boy in Patrick Maroon, ex-Oiler. I got to stick with them. And I'm going to say Tampa Bay in 6.
All right. I'm also going to go Tampa in 6. I think the amount of injuries Colorado is dealing with is going to be an issue. I think not having Sam Girard in that top 4 hurts. I think not having Nazem Kadri as your second line center hurts. I think Cogliano might be out to start the series as well. And then Kemper was hurting at the end of the last series. Not sure how he's feeling. But if he's hurting as well, I mean, that doesn't help. And already I think Vasilevsky has the advantage over Kemper in terms of talent. You add an injury to Kemper, and now you're probably having to go back and forth between him and Francouz throughout the series. So, I mean, I think they're both fantastic teams. But I'm going to give the edge to Tampa. And like I said, they're going to win in 6, and guaranteed after that, you're going to be hearing Leaf fans saying we would have won the cup if we beat Tampa. That's
100%. Yeah. If Tampa doesn't win this in 7, like if they win this in like 4 to 6, and Leafs fans all summer you'll hear we were the toughest test.
We were.
The West sucks. It's just the West sucks.
We would have won the cup and won the cup, and we would have. Yeah.
It was the Pacific
Tampa. Toronto
Division.
should have been the Stanley Cup final.
They put up. They said the Pacific Division was a joke, and now it's going to be the whole West is a joke.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Get rid of the divisions. Get rid of the conferences. Just 1 versus 16, and all your way through. We would have wound up with Toronto versus Tampa in the Stanley Cup final. What a cup final that would have been.
Oh yeah, I mean.
The two legitimate best teams in the NHL. Anyways.
Well, if you're a non-Leafs fan, I mean, how could you argue with that, guys? Right? Like they took the 2-time defending, maybe 3-time defending cup champs to 7. I mean, the Islanders last year took them to 7 in the conference finals, and they had such a terrific season this year. So, I mean, you just know.
Well, fair enough.
The Tampa Bay Lightning are like Shawn Michaels, and the Toronto Maple Leafs are like Marty Jannetty.
You know what the Leafs are like? Have you guys ever seen that movie? It was a Good Luck Chuck. I think that was what it was called, where like anyone who slept with that guy, they would find their true love and get married. That's the Leafs. The Leafs are Good Luck Chuck, because I think it's the three of the past times they've lost in these first rounds, the team has gone on to the cup final.
That's something that you
Boston
guys should
did it. Montreal did it last year, and now Tampa did it. So they've 3 times
bridesmaids
the team has gone on to the cup final. So